You can't make this up. Three of the biggest names in the entire tech world, Google, Meta, and Intel, have just been hit by an economic shockwave so severe it's ripping through Silicon Valley like an earthquake. In the past few weeks alone, these tech titans have collectively announced tens of thousands of job cuts in what analysts are calling the single largest coordinated layoff wave the industry has seen in over a decade. Let that sink in. We're not talking about startups or struggling small players. We're talking about the very giants who built the digital empire of the modern world now getting their own workforces to survive an economic squeeze that no one saw coming. Welcome back to American Info. The official line coming from the boardrooms is familiar: cost-cutting, restructuring, strategic alignment. But the sheer scale of these layoffs tells a much darker story about where the American economy is really heading. Intel alone is slashing over 20,000 jobs as it scrambles to cope with collapsing demand, spiraling costs, and the brutal reality of global competition. Meta is shedding thousands more, part of what insiders are calling an existential fight to keep its AI and metaverse dreams afloat. And Google, the crown jewel of Silicon Valley, has quietly begun trimming teams across cloud, ads, and engineering in what employees are describing as the most aggressive round of cuts in company history. What's driving this carnage? It's not just bad management or a weak quarter. It's a sign that the entire tech sector, the backbone of America's innovation economy, is being squeezed from every direction. Rising interest rates are choking off cheap capital. Tariffs and trade tensions are driving up supply chain costs. And as AI automates entire departments, companies are using the economic slowdown as cover to slash payrolls and rewrite the future of work. The result? Tens of thousands of families now facing unemployment at the hands of companies that only a year ago were boasting record profits and hiring sprees. And it's not stopping here. Insiders are warning this is just the first wave. Behind the scenes, more rounds of cuts are being drawn up as executives brace for what many are now quietly calling a tech recession. One Silicon Valley analyst put it bluntly: if Google and Meta are cutting at this scale, everyone else is about to follow. The layoffs we're seeing today could just be the tip of an iceberg that reaches into every corner of the American workforce. But here's the real outrage. While tens of thousands of ordinary workers pack up their desks and wonder how they'll pay rent, the same executives signing off on these layoffs are cashing out stock bonuses and reassuring Wall Street that profits will remain on track. It's the same story we've seen again and again. When times are good, the wealth flows to the top. When times get tough, the pain trickles down to the very people who built the company in the first place. The people who kept Google servers running, Meta's platforms online, Intel's chips flowing out of factories. They are the first to be cut, the first to be sacrificed on the altar of shareholder value. Make no mistake, this isn't just a tech story. This is an American story. Because what happens in Silicon Valley doesn't stay there. These are high-paying jobs, innovation hubs, the economic engines that support entire cities and industries. When Google slashes thousands of jobs, it's not just Mountain View that feels it. It's contractors in Ohio, suppliers in Texas, data centers in Virginia, and every small business that serves those workers and their families. The ripple effect is massive, and it's only beginning. For years, we were told the tech economy was bulletproof, that companies like Google and Meta were too big, too rich, too smart to ever fall victim to the kind of economic pressures that crush ordinary industries. Well, that myth just died. When the giants are bleeding this badly, the storm is bigger than anyone imagined. And here's the chilling part. If an 80% surge in layoffs is what they're calling a correction, what does a full-blown crisis look like? The public is furious, and rightfully so. We were promised that innovation would create stability, that tech would be the safety net of the future. Instead, we're watching the same cycle we've seen in every other sector: boom, bust, and workers left holding the bag. The same companies that told us AI would empower humanity are now using it to justify cutting thousands of human jobs. The same executives who told us they were building the future are now dismantling the present to protect their margins. This isn't just restructuring. This is a wake-up call. If Google, Meta, and Intel are crumbling under economic pressure, what does that say about the rest of corporate America? What does it say about the stability of a system where even the most powerful companies are one downturn away from mass layoffs? And what does it say to the millions of workers out there who now know beyond any doubt that loyalty means nothing when profits are on the line? This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news to you. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the American Info channel. Thank you.